20-year-old Sharmishtha Panoli, who's an Instagram influencer, her arrest has now snowballed into a huge political controversy.
देखिए, किसी को भी, कोई भी हो, हिंदू मुस्लिम सिख ईसाई, किसी को भी किसी की रिलीजियस सेंटिमेंट्स को हट करने का कोई अधिकार नहीं है।
किसी को जेल में डाल देना, उसको जेल में रखना, उसको सताना, उसका पूरा करियर, उसका पूरा कैरेक्टर खराब कर देना, ये जो है बहुत ही गलत है। किसी भी बेटी के साथ ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए।
ये पुलिस वाला बात है, इसके ऊपर हम लोग कोई कमेंट्स नहीं देंगे।
Once again, that entire issue is now about where is the freedom of expression and speech heading, and how much should it be controlled? And of course, politicians cannot be left far behind. In this special episode of One Take, this is exactly what I'm going to be discussing. Sharmishtha Panoli is no longer restricted to an Instagrammer being arrested. It's now become a larger political issue, especially in the backdrop of the West Bengal elections of 2026. And once again, the Mamata Banerjee government is under attack. And more than that, the Kolkata police state administration, questions are now being raised over them, over the fact that they are not impartial anymore. They only do what the state government, or in this case, the chief minister, asks them to do. But we are going to discuss a little bit beyond that. We are going to broaden the horizon to ask a larger question, is that what was seen as a revolution, what is seen as something which is inevitable and popular, which is YouTubers, Instagrammers, influencers, should they be restricted by politicians having their own political intention behind it? And the instances are many around us. If you look at, you just put out a Facebook post, you write something on the social media post X or on Instagram, there's someone who's watching you, and the one who's watching you is usually someone from a political party. Whether it was a case of a Revati who was there in Hyderabad, she had posted on YouTube some comments about the Telangana Chief Minister Revant Reddy. She was picked up, according to her, at 5 a.m. in the morning and arrested, and all her laptops and her phones were searched. And of course, finally she was released. There are similar cases as far as the BJP government of Madhya Pradesh is concerned, or in Maharashtra is also concerned. We all know about the Ranveer Allahabadia case, Rena case. All of them have thrown up this question, is that are these arrests politically motivated? That it's no longer about how much you should control your speech or your post. Now let's go back to the Sharmishtha Panoli case and let's discuss how the BJP and why is it that they're making it a big issue, and why the Trinamool Congress doesn't want to make this a big issue. What Sharmishtha essentially had done, she's a lawyer, she's studying in a law firm in Pune, she was absconding, she's Kolkata based, and finally the Kolkata police caught up with her in Gurugram. Yes, right in Gurugram, she was picked up, she's been arrested and sent to judicial custody. But this was on basis of the Alipur court order. That's what the Trinamool Congress is saying, that what she said was absolute blasphemy. She had made comments about the Prophet Muhammad and hurt the religious sentiments about a large number of Muslims. She had also made a comment about many Bollywood actors, particularly the Khans, remaining silent after Operation Sindoor. Of course, the religious angle was given by her. Because of that outrage, she withdrew her comment and she deleted her post, but the matter certainly has not ended there. Now let's look at it from the two different prisms on which it is being looked at and why it has now become a political issue. Well, obviously the BJP and the other political parties, and interestingly, for example, a very significant post came in from none other than Karti Chidambaram of the Congress party, and he condemned the fact that why are there these multi-state police which jumps in. For example, in her case, picked up from Gurugram, Kolkata police comes there, she's studying in Pune, and this is something which needs to be stopped. The BJP is saying that just because Sharmishtha Panoli attacked the Muslims or the Islam, that's the reason why the Mamata Banerjee headed, and these are the words of the BJP, the Mamata Banerjee dictated, Kolkata police picked her up. They wouldn't have picked her up if she had said something about the Hindu religion. They picked her up because she said something against Islam. While everyone has condemned her comments, what the BJP is asking is, did you show this speed in her arrest only because she had condemned Islam, because she had made a comment against Prophet Muhammad? The insinuation over here is that Mamata Banerjee indulges in Muslim appeasement. The elections in 2026, more than 30% of the voters over there are Muslims, especially in Murshidabad violence. If you remember, the attacks on the Hindus, according to BJP, just reflected and exposed Mamata Banerjee's appeasement politics. That's precisely what they're saying about Sharmishta's arrest also. That she is a young girl, someone who could be scarred by putting inside jail. She has asked for forgiveness, she has deleted her post, and one should just move on. But there's another comment which is coming from the TMC leader, Riju Datta, who said that if she was my daughter, I would have done her final rites, which is how extreme the entire narrative has become. It's no longer about freedom of speech and expression. The reality is that yes, whatever we write, whatever we post must be tempered by sentiments of the people concerned. There are specific rules and regulations which the government also has. For example, you cannot put out any content which can hurt the feelings of the people, their religious, caste, creed, those kind of discriminatory comments cannot be made, and the government has every right to monitor it and also take action. But over here, it is the state government or the state police which becomes active. The complaint, according to TMC, was filed in Kolkata. It has got nothing to do with the Trinamool Congress. It has got nothing to do with the state government. And the police is just following all the rules and doing it as per law because the court ordered so. But the matter has clearly not ended there. This is something which is going to be raked up and built up massively by the BJP to make the larger point that when it comes to Muslims or hurting Muslim sentiments, Mamata Banerjee shows that speed which she did not in the case of the RG Corps. It's the same Kolkata police which was under scanner for going slow and protecting the guilty and the culprits. So that is where the matter lies. But beyond this, if you look beyond Sharmishtha, the question which arises over here is that is the Kolkata police or any police for that matter overstepping itself? Should there not be another system in place where you make people realize that some things cannot be said and done? You have to temper your comments. You cannot try and grab attention by making these kind of comments and hurting people's sentiments. And what is it that can be done? What other punishment can be done? Why is it that these state police or the administration by different state governments now being used as a political tool to push forward their own agenda? That's precisely the charge which has now been levelled against the Mamata Banerjee government, against her as well, and also calling out her bluff by saying that while she gives sermons to others and she calls the BJP fascist, she herself has a low tolerance level when it comes to criticism on her. And remember, there have been other cases also where the Facebook posts which mentioned or criticized her, those people have also been picked up. And that is a larger question. It's no longer a question of Sharmishtha Panoli. It can happen to any of us, to you and me. We may come out with some comment, and of course, we are not condoning the comment which was made by Sharmishtha. It's absolutely unacceptable. But the larger question is here that is the rule now going to be used, and is it being used to push forward a political narrative and agenda? In the case of Sharmishtha, that certainly continues to remain the same. But will a lesson be learned? Will things change? I'm afraid it doesn't seem like it. And for now, at least in the run-up to the Bengal elections of 2026, Sharmishtha has now become a part of that narrative who's being pulled in from both the sides, BJP and the Trinamool Congress, as it suits them. Do you agree with me? Has there been an overreach by the Kolkata police and by the state government? Or is this a justified step which has been taken? Do give in your reactions on the social media timeline, and thank you so much for watching once again.